The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out.
As long as it just needs to keep me off work till Friday. Let's work Friday, and then it can go. Oh, what the hell? Kick me. You in the game?
Nah, I guess it got kicked.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Took just one play to move on.
As cold as it is outside, though, it's hot as a bitch in this house.
Here's McDonald to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Damn, Tebow retired, dog.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald, that's complete.
I'm surprised you're not going to go play in the show with
Johnny. What, ESPN?
Not quite
baseball.
Enough, and they'll be left now with
That's guy.
I'm not sure if this play was designed for him specifically, but they got
need to go play in that joint with Manziel.
So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy.
Next Sean said he go eat the Basala with some croutons, take a nice fat shit, and then you go run for 200 yards.
Going to the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
That's what he said, and he was commentating one of the games in that league with Johnny Manziel. He said, I'm going to eat me a little Caesar salad with some croutons, take a nice fat shit, and then I'm going to go run for 200 yards on the 50-yard field.
Who said that?
Marshawn Litt. He an owner of one of the teams.
Wow.
They're going to go for it on 4th.
He an owner of one of the teams in that league.
Oh, the Arena League?
Yeah. But, like, it's tight, though. Like, the fans...
Yeah, we used to have a team, yeah. We used to... Oh, no shit?
Yeah. It's called Fan Control Football League.
We used to have an arena team here. Tennessee Valley Vipers.
Yeah, I went to a game with my dad.
Good starting
to Tennessee Valley Vipers?
No. It was like a DC team they had. But that shit was tight, like the field goals. There was no nets, ball and shit like that.
At the 23. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook.
Because I wasn't sitting in the end zone.
We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming.
I just went stupid.
Gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to
I was on their spawn going crazy.
Take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
That's a banger, B-Dub.
Secured by his running back out of the backfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to
Yo,
read defense.
what the fuck are you doing? You just fucking smoke the shit out of me.
Up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got
shit.
Where's that lead? Where is that?
Pick up on first down. Well, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup.
Did it get you, Joe?
I couldn't see shit.
The receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
I said that to my sergeant
because
he be playing the game. He was trying to give me a Call of Duty while we was in the academy. I was like, I'm ass. So I said to him, I was like, we learning how to play Call of Duty. Yo, this dude just jumped through the window and fucking sniped me.
2 yards, good enough for
Damn! I'm about to have a triple kill.
Hey, somebody right here in my spawn. Watch out, these.
We just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to
up top from the plane, from the train.
Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the
around the
sack
fucking
that
pillar. I
time.
just
They
saw
just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start.
When the spot plane passed over you, then you can see red dots on them.
Because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Watch out in that room.
On 3rd down, McDonald, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off.
Damn.
And even then, they
fucking wood butcher, you pussy.
Behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Flushed out right.
Yo, that's an RPG.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Yo.
Not there.
Bro.
Yo. This guy killed with a hand cannon. Can't find nobody right now. Hope that
After
includes
about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Running is Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver.
Hey, I'm okay with that, right? So I didn't roll out. I dropped back. I had it all wide, and I dropped back, but I ran straight up the middle to get the first down.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Slow him down. Otherwise,
Because he paused it right after his dad, so I'm pretty sure he probably going to try and say something.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
That's what I said.
Oh, fuck.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are going to take.
Oh, yeah. That's mostly Ruggs. Yeah.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there.
That's good speed, man. That's what he did. I don't know how I didn't kill that dude.
Once he saw the gap,
I got it. I killed him,
made
man.
up his mind and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he
I
get the
just don't
blocking,
bump.
he created his own space as
bumping
well.
around on the road will be strong.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to
Oh,
the 25
no.
as he will not attempt to return.
Hey, I got a fucking care package, Jason.
Man,
I need help.
Browns drive about to get
I don't know where to go.
They had the
Stick there.
interception last time and
Okay.
led to the opening touchdown. So now
Oh, no, my
didn't
controller
They
died.
start 1st and 10.
And I didn't see
This
where it
is
was at.
intercepted.
It still should be back there, though.
Right now, they probably got it already.
So that now 2 consecutive
Nah, it's still back
drives
here, bro.
that ended in
All right.
interceptions.
I don't think they had saw
He's
it
trying to
back
do a
here.
little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that. That maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe
kill one.
overestimating his arm. It could be a
Get it,
combination of
hurry
all
up.
of those things. In any event,
They give me
he's
the
gotta get
2
it figured
trash
out and in a hurry.
fucking
On 1st
counter
and 10,
UAV.
Swift.
I got one too now. Help me out.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24
Ooh,
and a first.
all I saw was
They're gonna be right there.
yeah, that would have fried me. Oh, he killed you. Oh, he taking it. No,
oh,
this is
sorry,
crazy.
buddy. I scared the baby.
They took my shit. That's annoying.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first.
You know what's even more annoying? It killed me.
Me too, bro. And then they found me where it was at. How ironic.
They'll run with Swift. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Did he kill you or did it fall on your head?
No, it fell on my fucking head.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport.
As I was pulling the trigger.
But yeah, then he sniped me from that corner.
But also making plays on the ball carrier. That's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
You hate to see it.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I had a couple nice kills.
Losing yardage to the 7.
A couple nice deaths as well.
Down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
What gun is that?
3rd down and goal.
Boo.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Flush to his right. He can run into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down.
What is your deal, dude?
Turnover there as his
you ready for mama to get home, ain't you?
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL
Adam Sandler did the Happy Gilmore squeak the other day.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise
How's the road?
they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And the Browns 1st down.
Mayfield on play action.
Y'all working on that?
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's got a 1st down past the 30. The escapability in evidence there.
I told Mama, I said, none of them probably wasted their fucking time going in because they're not going to probably work tomorrow.
He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
I figured that would be.
Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 yards.
Oh shit, this young started. I'm sitting there just standing there.
I think sometimes when you're trying
I
to
ain't
get
in
to the
the
quarterback,
chair,
maybe it's better
I'm
to
sitting
be
here holding the baby.
I didn't even realize the joke because I saw y'all stand. It was a couple of them that was just standing there. I was like, what the
He
fuck?
gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead.
Yo, why are you killing me, you fucking
idiot? That lead after their 2nd pick in 2 drives.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively.
I got that pizza for lunch tomorrow.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect.
You see
On read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Because they'll definitely be delayed tomorrow, I'm sure.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short.
Bruh,
So it'll be 3rd
I
and
need to
less
see
than
that,
a
man.
yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Swift.
What, bruh? This dude keeps killing me. He is fucking retarded.
To the 19-yard line.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
At the 19-yard line.
I'm getting tired of them raping that spot in this match.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down
this
inside
must be some new YouTube cheese or something.
McDonald sets to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
What the fuck just happened? I got kicked.
Well.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting?
Yo, I'm done.
In this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my
fucking
chair.
teammates keep killing me, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And decided to implement it myself.
So that's the one thing I don't
And
like
this
about,
carries into the end zone. And he'll just
hardcore.
sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
Bro, I feel bad for the businesses that
we need you to get us
fucking
back
pipes
on
was
track
busted.
and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling
fucking
plays
warehouses,
geared
bro,
to them.
like,
Not necessarily
was flooded,
to
like
your
water was
offensive
just coming out the bay
I
doors.
want the ball in the hands
I was
of
like,
X,
fuck.
Y, and Z, and see if we
We
can
kept
move
getting a
forward.
bunch of like
So
fire
don't get
alarms
too
because of
cute.
that
Go to the
going on.
playmakers. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
But all that water coming out into the parking
From
lot
the
just gonna
gun,
turn into fucking
Mayfield.
ice.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up second.
Mayfield off the play fake.
24-yard line.
Can't believe Sykes built me again.
Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Brown was
What'd you
able
say?
to recover, and they'll
I
indeed
can't believe
hold on to
Sykes
the ball
built
here.
me again.
A reminder coming
They had
up
Chris
at
Webber on the
halftime.
Knuckleheads this
Standing
year.
by there, Jonathan Coachman
Do what?
about stats and scores.
You know that
for
Knuckleheads
the
podcast I be
second
listening
week
to?
of the regular
Chris
season.
Webber was on that jump.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he completes it
I'm
to
gonna probably
Hunt.
listen to it on the
And
way to
he'll
work
get this up near
or something.
midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over
But all the
what to do
people they be
next.
having on there, they be asking them like, the first question, they be like, who's the first person to bust your ass in the league? And Darius Miles, he said his first player was Chris Webber, so he probably gonna be talking shit to him.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Did you see this? It's right down the road from Mama's house.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense
where the
ready to
Martins
begin their
is?
drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because
That's
most of
Darby.
the time when we talk
That's
about
Darby.
balance is run, pass.
Or no,
almost
Mama
50-50.
lives on Darby.
But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is
No.
we do what we want when we
Yeah,
want
Mama
to.
lives on
And that
Darby.
means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They go play action with McDonald. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
I'm gonna hop off here and get some knees.
But he couldn't reel it in.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no
I get it,
reason
Carl.
they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing again. McDonald. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
37-yard line.
Play action. It's McDonald. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Mayfield under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. It's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 41 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, McDonald. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, McDonald. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Grant Delpit. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He gets it left side to Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Another big play and another Lion first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Swift. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, McDonald. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. Here's Swift. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. By Tracy Walker.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get better, right?
Not one that.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And only muster a yard here.
It's a bag, so they all gone, though. They're not going.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw on second down, McDonald. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher if guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will make this a 4-point game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that